And that'll do it for preseason. As the reverse of last year, the Steelers were 3-0 in preseason last year and 0-3 in preseason this year. But not really talking about that, just getting ready for the regular season, as I did not see the game today in full as I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon. Hopefully I can get this out tonight. But I'm just going to do what I can for this video because, like I said, I didn't see the whole game. There was some stuff I had to take care of. I saw the second half, but I missed the first half. So I'm going to have to take a look at the first half highlights. But from what I saw, it looked like what I like to call a quarterback by committee type of game because Russ started the game and Justin Fields came in and then they went from there. But I did hear that Nick Herbig had a really solid game for the Steelers, so that's really good right there. Couple of rushing touchdowns as well. Cordell Patterson and Pirine found the end zone today. But that was about it as far as the offense went. What's going on, everybody? I'm Mac. Back with another video. As always, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram. Link is down in the box below. Lions win it 24-17. That'll do it for preseason for the Steelers. And the next recap I'll have out on the Steelers will be after week 1 when we play the Atlanta Falcons in a couple weeks. Not really related to this video, but I'm just looking. I'm planning on doing something different for my recaps this year since I can't really stream every game this year. I'm looking to do something different with my recaps, and I'll explain it as the weeks go by. But yeah, I'm going to talk about what I saw from this game. I know Cordell Patterson had a rushing touchdown, and P. Ryan also had a rushing touchdown, and that was pretty much the only offense the Steelers had today. So I'm going to tell you what I saw from the second half. And the second half, it was tied at 14 at halftime. And the defense only allowed 10 points in the second half, which doesn't sound terrible. But when they let Jake Fromm have, a couple of good plays out there. They let Harden Hooker, whatever his name is for Detroit. I know his last name is Hooker. He had a couple of nice drives, and they even had a touchdown drive as well. And all we could muster was a field goal. That was a big wasted opportunity for the Steelers to pretty much win us the game. But other than that, I really don't think the defense did terrible in the second half. I just think that, they were let down by the offense. But, like I said, I'm not going to get on the offense for this game. I'm not going to really sound off on him because, like I keep mentioning, it is preseason. Preseason is the time when football fans love to overreact about their teams. And I don't do that. Well, maybe last year I did, but if last year's preseason taught me anything about being a fan, it's that don't overreact about the preseason. Okay. So I'm not overreacting about this 0-3 record. The Ravens also went 0-3 in preseason. That doesn't mean anything. The Eagles got destroyed today by Minnesota. That don't mean anything. Jacksonville shut out Atlanta. That don't mean anything. The point is, I'm trying to tell you guys that preseason does not mean anything when it comes to wins and losses. Save that for the regular season. But getting on to what I saw, in the second half. I think Kyle Allen played a really good game. He had a couple of really good throws. He had that one really nice deep shot down the right side of the field to Des Fitzpatrick for a 60-yard gain, which I thought was really nice. And he also had another deep shot down the right side to Jaray Jenkins. He made the catch, but couldn't quite keep his feet in bounds. It was an amazing effort, though. And that kind of ruined a nice drive that the Steelers had because it was third down, and then when they went for it, Kyle Allen, he found almost said Cam Hayward, but he found Connor Hayward. He found him late, though, and he threw it late, and that kind of ruined it for us right there. Boswell hit the field goal to make it I think it was 17-14 Steelers, and that was the last time they had the lead in the game. But yeah, I think Kyle Allen has a lot of confidence. I think that, he could be a solid third stringer for us. So if in the event that Russ and or Justin Fields are unavailable, I really am a little confident about Kyle Allen. I'm not totally confident because he'd be going up against regular team starting quarterbacks and or starters. And obviously these were Detroit's. I think these were Detroit's second and third stringers, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I didn't see the first half, so I don't know that for sure. But I think Kyle Allen shows a lot of confidence, and I think that he can be a good third stringer for us. J.R. Plumlee came in. He played the majority of the fourth quarter, and I think Plumlee did what he could. He found a couple of nice passes, including a fourth down conversion to Quez Watkins that was called back due to ineligible man downfield. But overall, this what I like to call quarterback by committee. I think it did okay. I don't think it should be anything to be too concerned about. I don't think that's really what we all know that's not Arthur Smith's main offense, but if this run game is to have some solid games, I think the O-line has to clear up on these mistakes, and they have to protect better, and they have to, limit any kind of ample opportunity that the opposing defense has to stopping us. So we'll go from there. Thankfully, Ryan Watts, it looks like he's going to be okay. He had a really scary moment in the final moments of the game where his head collided into someone else's leg. I didn't catch who it was, but he was down on the field for a little bit, couldn't move for a little bit, but thankfully he got up and he was able to walk back to the sideline under his own power. Don't know the status of that, but that was pretty tough to watch. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. 24-17, Detroit wins it. And next up, we got the regular season. We got week 1 against the Falcons in Atlanta. You follow that up with a road trip to Denver, and then we are back home to play the Chargers for our first home game of the season. That's what the next couple weeks for the Steelers looks like. I hope to have my 53-man roster reaction out by probably the beginning of September. Obviously, there's my week 1 picks that's set for Labor Day. And pretty much anything else that I can think of down the line for the Steelers leading up to week 1, I'll have out as well. Obviously, I'm going to have my my recap, my preview out. But yeah, look, guys, I know the preseason recaps were short. I know that I didn't really put a ton of effort into them. Maybe it's just me being lazy. Maybe it's just me, not paying full attention to preseason. Chop it down to whatever you want. But with me personally, I can't really give you a full synopsis when it comes to preseason games. Okay. Because unlike the regular season where we know when the team is basically going to play, preseason games are all over the place. So it's hard for me to really come on here and say, how a team did in preseason. I'd either have to watch it on replay or I'd have to give you what I can watch from what I saw. So when the regular season comes, expect a lot better out of these recaps. You guys all know that. But yeah, that's all I got for you in this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm Mac, checking on out for the day. Have a good one, everybody.